Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome back to another extremely awesome episode of the SpecsRated podcast. As always, I am the awesome one himself. How many times can I fit awesome into this?
Way too many.
Mr. Rev J Awesome, joined by none other than the most awesome pain in my ass, B Golden, and the awesome Canadian moose riding, hockey puck slaying Beaver, and we're just gonna stop it there. Specs.
Beaver?
I was gonna do a Beaver thing, and then I decided we should probably just call it quits. And before
Beavers on podcast.
No Beavers on podcast. All right, no Beavers on podcast. And hello to our wonderful, amazing, awesome audience with Star Wolf, Steph, Lord Chevy, awesome mom, Specs, and B, who are apparently hanging out in chat when they should be here doing the podcast with me.
We are, but we gotta, talk, and God forbid we talk over you while you're doing the intro. So
unheard of. Speaking of intros, right? I got an intro story. What?
We have to ask a question.
We do. Oh, what? We do.
Yes.
Is it pronounced PetSmart? Or PetSmart? That's not the question?
I don't think that's the question.
Was that the question?
It's not.
What is the question?
Oh, yeah, what is the question?
B, how was your birthday?
Oh, yeah, that's right. B's birthday passed.
My birthday was very nice. Thank you very much. It was basically just another day. I had to work, but my parents did come over with balloons and a wonderful tiramisu cake. But
Tara who?
Tiramisu. It's like coffee-flavored cake.
Sounds like three people.
Right.
It's not.
Tara, me, and Sue got cake. Okay. So
that's fine because it's all mine. But the funny thing is, so I woke up Wednesday morning. Thank you, Steph. And I was already officially 40 because I was born at 2:19 a.m. So by the time I wake up, my birth time has already passed. So I'm officially 40. Started getting ready for the day, looked in the mirror. Yeah, for the first time in my life, I have a broken blood vessel in my eye. So happy 40.
Look, I'm just going to throw this out there. If you would stop rolling your eyes at me so much, probably wouldn't happen. I'm just
probably
saying.
Exactly how it happened, too. So, yeah, you can't really see it, but there is a big, red blotch in my eye, and it's very awesome looking. But yes, that's 40.
Present.
So just wait, Rev. Yours is coming up in a
couple of years. Yeah, no, we're good.
A month.
So, you know what else is coming up?
36 and 10 days on the 20th. Awesome.
You know what else is coming up in a month?
What?
And a little bit of extra time. But either way, Halloween.
Halloween.
Yes.
Steph's favorite day?
Exactly.
Most wonderful time of the year. I
came across this story, and I couldn't let this one pass. I had to bring it up on the show. This seems like the most genius, worst idea I have ever heard.
Okay.
Genius, worst idea. Okay.
Yes.
Lay it on me.
So Party City is actually hosting, now mind you, I'm focusing mainly on San Antonio because this, my home-ish town now. And this is where it is taking place in, so anyone who is here in San Antonio. Party City is hosting a event to count down to the 50-day countdown until Halloween. And this weekend, they're having a scavenger hunt where they are hiding life-size skeletons around San Antonio.
Okay, wait a minute. Are they hiding life-size Jack Skellingtons from...
No, just regular skeletons.
Okay, those are called skeletons. Not skeletons.
Whatever. They're hiding those things. Regular
the bones
skeletons.
Inside of your body
They're hiding
are
the
called
bones
skeletons.
inside of your body. That thing. They're hiding 50 of those around town. And you come across them, you find them, you scan a QR code, it puts you into this drawing to be able to win.
So it's got to have a QR code, so I can't just bring my own real skeleton.
We're going to come back to that point. So you scan the QR code, it puts you into this drawing to win. They have more than 100 prizes, including the Yorick and Family prize packs, Party City gift cards, Glam Boneyard party packs. Not 100% sure what that is. Not sure if it's appropriate, but yeah, Glam Boneyard and other things.
I'm not Googling that right now,
So,
I promise.
as I mentioned, this is happening here in San Antonio. It's also hitting Baltimore, Charleston, Charlotte, Chicago. We'll come back to that one too. New Orleans, Portland, Salem, because, yeah, let's throw more bones around there. Savannah and St. Augustine.
You notice Detroit's
Yeah,
not on
right.
the list.
But Chicago was. And San Antonio. Here's my problem with this. I just finished watching the TV series Bones.
Okay.
They're going to throw 50 of these fake skeletons out there and then
Skeletons!
whatever. They're going to throw 50 of them out there and they're going to collect 51 or 52. Like, this just doesn't seem, and going back to B's question, does it have to have a QR code? This doesn't seem like the smartest idea to me of just throwing random skeletons
Very
around
good.
town.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't seem.
I mean, I get
smart.
it. Don't get me wrong.
It's a cool idea.
It is, but do something other.
I mean, it's like
more
it's like a
Halloween-rated.
twist on the Willy Wonka, like Wonka tickets, but it's life-size skeletons,
Right. And again,
which is super cool.
this is also, I did just recently finish watching Bones for the hell of it, like I mentioned, so my mind is already there. So when I see something like this, I'm like, no, not a good idea, but yeah.
So when are you going to go hunting?
Oh, so we're going to go looking for skeletons this weekend?
You better. And Scare wants to know if you're going to be streaming your most awesome-ish haunted house.
What most awesome-ish haunted house? There's a most awesome-ish haunted house?
Apparently.
Can you live stream if you go to haunted houses? I don't think you can, right?
I don't think you can. I think you get shut down.
Bastard. See, I would have done it. You know,
No, you
side
wouldn't.
note.
Darn.
You're scared.
No. Side note, all right? Here. Let's go back to a classic story time with Rev, because, you know, we never bring anything up from the past. Back
hate
in
you.
Rev's younger years, I actually had an uncle that...
You don't have him anymore?
No, don't have him anymore. I lost him
Sorry.
in, you know, travel
Another
and
state?
another state, and you know, marriage and divorces and stuff like that.
Oh,
Either
okay.
way, yeah, it was from a
look,
previous
he's
marriage and
watching.
whatnot, right?
Oh,
He's like that
Thanks
bastard.
for clarifying that.
After all
Awesome,
these
Mom.
years of me paying attention to him, he disowned me. I'm done, and we just lost a viewer. But yeah, so this uncle of mine at the time actually wanted to build his own haunted house. So him and I would go to haunted houses to kind of get ideas, kind of figure out how they were doing things. And then he actually ended up renting out a barn and like built all these props. We set everything up. So I was in the inner workings of the haunted houses, really like hands-on, seeing how it was done. So that kind of killed the fear aspect of the haunted houses for me, but didn't take away the enjoyment, you know? I'll tell you right now, we had this one prop that I used to man where a simple string rope, dropping a bloody hand, tapping against a window when you went to look in to read this open book. I loved working that because I just had this little peephole that I was watching through to see the people walking. And 9 times out of 10, you see that big old buff dude hiding behind a teeny tiny girl that he's pushing in front of him. So I would purposely wait for the girl to walk past and look in, and then he would jump down or look down to look in, and I'd drop that hand and make him jump 10 feet off the ground. Like, yeah, you can't hide from that. But yeah,
Wow.
no, that was a good time. So, you know, definitely the fear element isn't as much there. So I have no issues with going to haunted houses. Enjoyment, 100% still there. So I would like freaking live stream that crap.
I
if
think
it was
you could if you got
possible, but
permission ahead of time.
might be something worth looking into. I know Chevy wants to check out some haunted houses this year. He's brought it up before. He went to one actually last year himself. So.
Cool.
But yeah, so live skeletons located around select
Skeletons.
cities near you. Give us another story, B. What do you got?
Okay, well, if you're gonna be out and about traveling trying to find these life-size skeletons, I know that I've discussed how land hotels are so 2021.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because it's all about the
land
like
hotel.
right. Well, there is an exception to that because in okay, so we all know that I love Stranger Things,
You love Stranger Things?
even though I didn't watch the newest season, but
I did.
that's not the case in point here. Well, unfortunately, there is no actual real Hawkins to visit. So, the series was filmed in Atlanta, Georgia, but there is a town of Bloomington, Indiana, that has a suite dedicated to Stranger Things at Graduate Hotels.
Really?
And it straight up looks like the house. It looks like Joyce's house. It's got the alphabet on the wall with the Christmas light. It's all 1980s like furniture and decorations. And there's gonna be no there's also the Wheelers family basement, including Eleven's little secret hideaway. You can read the official description as well as view images online.
Nice.
But yeah, so there's no modern TV in the room, like just kind of keeping with the theme of the room. So you'd have to bring a laptop or something if you wanted to watch Stranger Things while staying in the Stranger Things suite, but it looks pretty sweet. I would totally stay there.
Do they have the lights rigged like they start going off, it's time to check out, and then you're yelling
That
back,
would be
no,
creepy.
leave now?
Leave now. I don't think so, no, but that is something you should email corporate and tell them.
I'm gonna do that.
So I'll post some pictures of this suite on our
And
What is it
Kathy
called? Social
said
media.
there's a house around the corner from her sister that has a giant skeleton in the yard.
Skeleton.
That's what I said.
Drive me
skeleton. Oh, they have one of those like 20-foot skeletons.
Like
That's
huge
awesome.
ones,
That Home Depot sold out of in like a day when they came out.
but not the 32-foot Michael Myers.
Not the 30,
Not the
yeah,
32-foot.
for $3,000.
Oh.
Ridiculous. Hi, Kathy, by the way.
Give us the stories, Bex.
Okay, well, I'm going to talk about Twitch and how we hate them so much right now.
What are you talking about? Everything Twitch does is right.
Right.
Yeah,
I mean, that's why
right.
all three of us stream on Twitch all the time. Oh, wait. No, we don't.
About that. So, as you know, Twitch has been doing a lot of different changes here, there, and everywhere.
Yep.
And discoverability is very, very tough at the best of times, even when you have a lot of people with you and multi-stream and stuff like that,
Yeah.
and co-op stream. Well, Twitch is now removing the host mode.
You can't host people anymore?
They're removing it as of October 3rd, I believe.
Wow.
Well, that's really dumb.
Yeah, so they're going to make it that you won't be able to host your friends at all on Twitch.
Wow.
And
'Cause, I mean, I'm
Why?
not actively on there anymore, but I have an auto host list. So,
Same.
right?
yeah.
So apparently they say that when you host another streamer that you can't interact with them. And I don't understand that part because there is a button that pops up that says join this chat now.
Right.
So yes, Rev?
I was gonna say, because I can't wrap my head around that. You can't interact, but like you said, there's a button, or the fact that you're not even there to interact, so they're not taking
Right?
away from that aspect because you're offline. Like, what
So
is
I
going
really-
through their minds?
I really don't understand Twitch's thought process, and I frankly given up on even trying to think of it because it doesn't make sense to me. None of this makes sense to me.
No,
No.
it
The
doesn't.
host is going to hurt the smaller streamers, and we know a lot of smaller streamers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All three of us, we know a lot. We even have
That's
a few
all I know.
small streamers in our chat right now. And this is just going to make life more difficult for the little guys to get more exposure.
Yeah.
So I don't.
Yes, it does scare. That's why we're saying this is not good for smaller streamers.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
Hosting helps the
basically-
smaller streamer get bigger, in turn Twitch gets more money. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Right. So Twitch
So
is not doing a smart thing.
They're shooting themselves in their own foot, and I really can't wrap my head around it going, why? And the last couple of months, Twitch has done some stupid things.
It's crazy. It's like one step forward, two steps back with them.
Yeah.
And yet YouTube, from what I hear, just keeps making advances.
Better and better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
YouTube is coming up in the game, that's for sure.
That's why
So
everyone's
yeah, I
going
wanted to
back
bring
over
this
there.
bring this up to us because first of all, we know a lot of small streamers. We're small streamers at times too, and
I love
This-
how you added at times.
yeah, at times.
This podcast is a small
It's a
stream,
small stream.
Yeah, right.
which, by the
But it's on
way, it's on YouTube and on Spotify. Just throwing that one. Look,
Yeah,
it'll pop
every
up here in a
Saturday
minute.
morning. Every Saturday morning, it's on Spotify.
Shameless
Just search for
self plug right
SpecsRated.
there. Spotify. Yeah.
Go
Yeah,
listen.
so with Twitch removing hosting, I believe this is going to be the death of small streamers. How
Twitch
else are you
could
going to
just
find
go
people?
down one day and pop up as only Twitch fans.
Only Twitch fans.
I'm making that website right now. Thanks for the idea.
Right, grab that.
Grab
Buy that domain. Oh.
So yeah, that's we'll just keep an eye on this. Maybe they'll reverse it. I doubt it though. All I'm gonna say is Twitch, you're gonna need to get your act together because you're gonna lose a lot more people.
Yeah, as if they haven't lost a lot to begin with. So
Yeah. So go into the next one, Rev.
all right, so look, I need to talk about something for a moment.
You always have to.
I do, and this is
That
a
is the purpose
very
of a podcast.
very important issue I need to bring up. Now it's going to sound like one of my conspiracies. Okay, so I'm just warning everyone right now. It's going to sound like one of my conspiracies.
Okay.
Someone is listening to this podcast.
Well, I would hope at least one person is.
Wait for it. And using the things we talk about to do things.
Okay, well.
Well, no,
I mean,
but that is
has
kind of
happened.
the purpose of a podcast. Wait, I think I can rephrase that. You know what? Here, let me put it this way. I have said in the past, off of something B has said or something Specs has said on the podcast, and all of a sudden it becomes a thing somewhere else in life.
That
Yeah.
has happened a few times.
It has.
Exactly, because someone is listening to the podcast and utilizing those ideas.
Uh-huh.
This time, it was none other than Anna Kendrick.
What did she do?
She has been listening to our podcast,
Okay.
yeah?
and she heard one of B's stories.
Ooh, one of my stories?
Yep. And now she is using B's story to make her directorial debut.
Okay.
She
What's-
is making
on?
a film revolved around Cheryl Bradshaw and Mr. Alkilia.
She's making a dating game killer movie?
Yes.
Oh,
A movie
no.
about the guy, the
Yes.
serial killer that was on the dating game?
That story that you brought up, I don't know, maybe a month or so ago, and we were talking about the Alkilia dude,
Yeah.
and I was like flat out, his name is
His
Alkilia.
last name is
He
Alkilia.
looks like a dude that's going to kill you. Why would anyone go anywhere with
Well,
him?
Cheryl Bradshaw thought so too. That's why she
Exactly.
did not actually go on the date with him.
Exactly. So yes, Anna
Wow,
Kendrick
Anna.
from Pitch Perfect is actually going to make her debut or directorial debut, making a film based off the real life dating game horror story.
Wow. Well, I mean, I wasn't the only person who's ever talked about that. But
But it does
did
go along and
just
follow
talk
suit,
about it
yeah.
recently. But that's
That's pretty cool.
That is really sweet. I will definitely check that one out. 100% right up my alley.
Right there. Yeah, definitely aimed at you and for you and whatnot. But yeah,
Yeah, because when you told the story, B, I got goosebumps. Like that was
right, like that was a crazy story.
so I can
And
And
only
then we
imagine
saw
what
what
this
the
movie's
dude
going to be
looked
like.
like, and I mean, the guy's name is I'll Kill Ya. I mean,
and
everything
for anybody
pointed-
watching or listening, that his last name was not really I'll Kill Ya, but it
his
sounded
last
very
name
similar
is
to-
Alcala. I'll kill ya. You say it with an accent. Alcala. I'll kill ya. Say it with an accent. That is the dude's name.
I'll kill
Rodney,
ya.
I'll kill ya.
Oh my
Tell me that's
God.
not the dude's name. Come on.
I'll kill
But
ya.
as B mentioned, obviously in the real life scenario, she chose not to go on a date with the guy.
She did pick him as the winner,
She
but then
did,
once she
yes.
met him, she got a creepy vibe from him and told the producers that she was refusing to go on the date.
I love how that's the actual word too. In the stories and everything, it's always creepy. That is the word that she used. Like
Yeah. There's no other way to
as
describe
you said,
the feeling.
creepy. I saw creepy in my story over here. Like it's perfect timing. But yeah,
Yep.
I had to bring that up. I would not only to let everyone know that that is an up and coming film. As I get more information or B gets more information, obviously it's something we'll talk about moving forward. We're still at the beginning parts of that, but I did definitely have to make mention of the fact that more people are stealing B's stories. So.
Okay. Well, I don't know how I feel about that, but I'm really excited to watch the movie when it comes out.
Right.
Apparently, I need to do some more true crime stories to get
On
more
the
movies
ones
of
that
ones
you
I,
want to see the
right,
film
the
being
ones that I
made.
want to see the film of.
Oh,
The Vampire of San Diego. The reason why I locked my doors.
right. Now, keeping on the film thing, there is one quick other little thing that I want to make mention of. And I know for a fact you've seen this, Specs. Maybe not. It is a cult classic, but I know you haven't seen a hell of a lot of the older movies of this genre and everything. But we've all heard of Heathers.
Oh, yes. I love that.
Not that it, involves
Christian
a certain
Slater.
type of body count rising or
No, not at
Halloween
all.
being around the corner or anything like that. Apparently, Heathers the Musical, see, also Mom knows it. Heathers the Musical premiered off-Broadway back in 2014. And
I remember seeing something about that,
of
but I never
course, based
looked it
upon
up.
the original 1988 cult classic film. They actually did drop a new trailer showcasing the talented cast of Heathers the Musical, singing and dancing through hell and back with the live stage production. This one is actually making its way back around. We've seen and we've talked about this before as well, we've seen a large rise as far as musicals go. A lot more people are going down that road. I know Disney Plus did drop freaking Hamilton a while back. People enjoy musicals, so Heathers is making its way back
yes,
around.
I do.
And for people such as Miss B. Golden, who may not be making the trip to any form of theater, either, Broadway or cinema to see it, on September 16th, you can actually watch it for free on the Roku channel.
Well, I know what I will be doing. That's how I finally got to see Hamilton. So
Right? When it showed up on
Roku?
Disney.
when it showed up on Disney Plus, and I
Okay.
watched it a couple of times actually.
See, also Mama, check that one out too. But yeah, come
Yeah.
September 16th on the Roku channel. Heathers the
That's
Musical
next
will
week.
be available. Yep, that one's right
Yes,
around
it
the corner.
is.
Holy crap.
But that's all I have on those two films and musicals there. But take it away, B.
Okay. So last week or the week before, you were talking about that Elvish keyboard for your computer.
Oh, yeah. The Elvish and the
Yeah.
Dwarvish. Yes, with the full
Yes.
script and everything. Yes.
Well, Lego
Of course.
has jumped on that bandwagon. Now there is a type and build away on this Lego compatible keyboard. It's got little plastic bricks, like all the side, like the outside of the keyboard that aren't keys are the little dots that you can connect Legos to, so you can like build around your keyboard. Or like place little figures on your keyboard.
I need that for
Those
my
would be getting
work
knocked off all
keyboard.
the time.
So you can have like little people on your keyboard and do like you could make little animations, little movies out of them.
Rev, are
While
you
you're
working? Yeah, totally.
I'm hitting the keys. You can take all of the keys
Oh,
off
God.
and replace them like with regular Legos that you have here. Like it shows people that took like all the keys off and someone actually put "Don't Play" made out of Legos.
Can
So
you
yeah,
fill
I'll
the
post
whole
them.
thing with mini heads? The little Lego mini heads? Just
Oh
like
my god.
That would be my kind of keyboard. So this actually isn't officially licensed Lego product.
Oh.
Yes,
It's a Construxor, a Mega Brixer.
it's something, who knows. But you can reserve one on, it's called the Mel Geeks Pixel keyboard. I'm not sure 100% where you can get it just yet.
Did they drop a price tag?
Yes, and I'm about to say that. But you can Google Mel Geek Pixel and Lego keyboard, and I'm sure you'll find it. But you can reserve one right now for $1, and that will lock in the keyboard at $199 for you.
Ouch.
Whereas when it becomes available, it is going to have a $269 price tag.
I'm going to take myself up to Walmart. I'm going to buy the little green landscape pieces. I'm going to chop them up, glue them to my
Glue them on?
to
Make
my
your own.
non-Razer keyboard. Like, I ain't messing up the Razer, but I'll get another keyboard that I glue them to.
Perfect.
Make my own damn Lego keyboard.
I'll post
$269
some-
for a non-gaming keyboard? Come
That's
on.
Yep.
one something if you reserve it.
It's $199 if you spend $1 to reserve it ahead of time.
$199? Are you out of your mind?
Oh my
Yeah, no.
Come on, who remembers that old ass commercial?
I remember it. That's why I laughed.
Oh god.
It does
So,
look
yeah.
pretty cool, though.
Yeah.
It doesn't it?
does.
It is. It's pretty cool looking.
Bio
I'm
post
not
pictures
gonna lie.
to the socials.
Yes, I will. 100%. So that's all I got. The Lego compatible keyboard that's really expensive and not an official Lego product. But it looks really cool.
What do you got,
But-
Specs?
But Rev's apparently going to attempt to make his own.
Yep.
Live on stream.
Right.
All right, so last week I talked about OBS upgrading to number 28
Because they do
and all
that.
the great features
Yep.
and everything that comes with it for us streamers, podcasters, video editors, all that. Well, there is a warning out there for Stream Deck owners. Do not, I repeat, do not upgrade your Stream Deck to OBS 28.
Go back, go back, go back.
Apparently, because
Edit, undo.
because of the way OBS was built, all the compatibility plugins for the Stream Deck have stopped running, have stopped connecting, have stopped working, period. So all that work that we put into OBS, your Stream Deck will not fire anything off because the plugins are not compatible right now.
Wow. Well, that sucks.
I pressed go live. Why is my computer catching fire?
Right? So Elgato says they are working towards rolling out an update via the auto update to everyone. But in the meantime, if you upgrade to OBS Studio 28 compatible plugins, this is all on you until everything has been caught up.
Undo that update. Go back, go back.
I am so glad I didn't update yet. I was tempted
Right.
because there's so many features I want to do, but I'm holding off because this is a big, big problem. Now, not only does your OBS stop working on your Stream Deck, but with the different plugins that get added to your Stream Deck with the 28, it also breaks other compatibility programs with OBS, such as Twitch alerts, stuff like that. So, fair warning, do not update until they roll out the updates.
Good to know.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
Rev, when you getting your Stream Deck back?
I'm going to Razer because they don't have these issues.
So that was just a quick little PSA. Do not update. Which is always the case.
Always.
All right, Rev, what do you got?
So, I did forget one other little television-related issue that I wanted to bring up. Netflix.
Oh,
I always talk about Netflix. Good old Netflix. They do things right. For example, Cobra Kai came out today.
Yes, I gotta watch that tonight.
Already seen the whole damn season.
What?
I didn't sleep last night. Well, I had today off and I didn't sleep last night. So I refreshed myself on the last season and I'm already done with season 5.
Of course you are.
That season is freaking intense.
Is it worth it?
Oh, hell yeah, it's worth it. Dude, it goes like so dark this time around. It just...
That's enough.
It's intense.
Okay.
Completely. So I was using that as an example of things that they do right, and then they do other things that are just righter.
Writer?
Yeah, more right than right.
Awesome, Mom. Where did you send this guy to school?
If something's
They're
more
bringing
right
back
than right,
another
it's
bad
righter.
guy, right? Awesome Mom wants to know if they're bringing back another bad guy.
Kinda. You gotta watch it to see. It's
My cousin is watching Cobra Kai right now.
It's freaking awesome.
You're supposed to be watching this podcast, but thank you for leaving the podcast open while you're watching
Watch them
it.
both. You can multitask. I have faith in you.
Oh yeah, she's female.
Exactly.
Oh.
You know, I did once have ex-wife tell me that I can multitask.
Was she wrong, eh?
No, she was right. I could talk and piss her off at the same time. Oh,
I was just gonna say that, and yeah, I have to agree.
right. That's my my true superpower right there.
It is. You are very good at that.
Anyways, the other thing that Netflix is doing right, y'all are gonna love this. They're reaching back into the frickin' 90s.
No,
Okay.
that's not right.
Everyone
go
loves
wrong
the
with that.
90s. You reach into the 90s, you pull one of the best TV shows ever from the 90s back, you revitalize it, reinvigorate it, and you put it on Netflix to air live this November 14th.
Okay, first of all, are they
Starring-
rebooting it? Is it
It's a
reunion?
revitalization.
okay?
It's a whole brand new setup starring Titus Burgess. He was in The Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. I don't know the dude. I don't know. But
I know who that is.
Yeah, B knows who it is. Thank you.
Yes.
So guess
I
what
got you,
he's going to
Titus, don't
star
worry.
in? You ready? You ready?
What?
He's going to have 4 co-stars. Dipsy, Lala,
Oh shit balls!
Poe, and Tinky Winky.
Nope, I'm done. Nope. No.
If I'm not mistaken,
Specs is like, what American bullshit are you talking about right
That's the
now?
Teletubbies, correct?
Yes.
done.
You can't done after I done.
Welcome to the awesome show.
Wow, he walked away.
So
I can't
apparently,
stand those guys on TV.
apparently
they bringing
in
back
lieu of
Teletubbies?
HBO getting rid of all of their children animated programs,
Yeah, they
mainly
lost like a
Sesame
bunch of
Street,
Sesame Street episodes
Yeah,
and
the whole
a bunch of animated stuff.
HBO Discovery merger thing, they didn't feel it was a children platform, so that's why they yanked all that stuff.
Sesame Street going to HBO in the first place was a little weird.
Yes.
Maybe people want to watch Sesame Street. Just saying. Anyways,
Yes.
Netflix's golden goose laying egg about how they're going to revitalize everything and bring everyone back is with the freaking Teletubbies.
Oh, my Lanta.
So I'm going to stop you right there. Netflix, that's not the right thing to do.
Oh, they are, it's a refreshed Teletubbies. You're gonna have co-creator of the original series that, obviously hit back in the 90s. Doctor Who's Jeremiah Craig, I don't know. He's gonna play Tinky Winky. Nick Kellington from Rogue One, a Star Wars story, is playing Dipsy. Rebecca Halen is playing Lala, and then Wonder Woman 1984 stunt woman Rachel Beinhardt is gonna play Poe. And then according to Netflix, the new Teletubbies will once again follow the quartet of coordinated humanoids as they frolic and have all sorts of educational adventures under the watchful eyes of a son that is also a baby.
I was gonna say, so are they still gonna do the baby son thing? Because
Yeah.
you know how you see those random articles on Instagram or whatever. The original baby from the old Teletubbies is now grown up and has a baby of her own. So is it gonna be her baby?
Right, maybe.
It'll be the baby's baby.
And apparently, they're even going to have Tummy Tale songs meant to have the entire family dancing along.
No, thank you.
Each of its
I
26
veto.
12-minute long episodes, which can easily be interpreted as warning to parents about kid-eccentric earworms, blah, 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 blah. All that jazz. It's exactly what it was before, but worse.
What is that Peppa Pig thing? The way they all talk different now? The kids start
They talk
talking
like they're
different?
British.
Peppa
What's
Pig
the
was
big deal?
British. It was a British
Yeah.
bacon.
What?
Peppa Pig was British bacon.
British Pig.
Yeah.
You're just mad because it's not Canadian bacon.
Right?
Oh my god. I give up.
But yeah, I just had to throw that one out there because that's now Netflix's go-to. Resident Evil failed and they got Cobra Kai, so it's like, they lose one, they win one, then they lose 12, and then they win
Okay,
one.
can I
and then-
admit
yeah.
something live on this podcast right
B's
now?
gonna watch the Teletubbies.
No, but I do have a red Teletubby toy upstairs in my closet because it's the one that got pulled off the shelf that I found before they pulled it off the shelf because parents thought that it was saying something
yes.
inappropriate, which I'm not
Yes.
going to say what parents thought it said, just kind of
Forgot
if
all
you know,
about
you know.
that. Yeah.
I have that Teletubby upstairs in my closet.
Do you know how many children's toys have been able to say things that they shouldn't say, and then how many
100%.
actually?
Brandon had a little keyboard that made
Yeah.
like animal, and if you pushed them like really fast, one after another, we had it saying all kinds of
certain
things.
ones that they've actually put
Like parent Easter eggs.
yeah, basically, because I had some that my kids had where I'd try to make it drop the F-bomb or something like that, and as soon as you get close, you just hear like a hee, and just does this weird little giggle thing. I'm like, that is not what I told you to say. That was my
Yep.
favorite, and that way I also knew when the kids were dropping the F-bomb because from the other room you just hear hee. I'm like, oh, you son of a, don't do that.
I know the cartoons used to swear. The cartoons we watched back in the day, man, they were like constantly smoking, drinking, hungover. I mean, I remember one of the Looney Tunes was the stork delivering the babies, and the stork was drunk and dropped off the cat
wrong baby,
to the
yeah.
mice.
We don't talk about Looney Tunes. They
Yeah, I
were
do.
something else.
I love Looney Tunes.
There was one point in time where I can remember actually watching Teletubbies. I believe it was my sophomore year of high school. Y'all remember
What did you
those
come back
little-
to? Welcome back, Star Wolf. This is the Teletubbies podcast now.
Y'all remember those little handheld television sets?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they had the antenna.
I had the antenna. It
Yeah.
looked like a giant, like cell phone, basically, back in the day.
Yeah,
But it was
I
a
had one,
portable-
and I took it with me to school because I had an economics class that I could not stand. Also, mom, earmuffs. So I had an economics class that I could not stand. So me and the kids in the back of the row, we'd usually sit around playing cards, and then I took the little handheld TV to school one day. But at that time of the day, with the frequency that we could pick up, the only show we could watch was Teletubbies. So I remember sitting in class one day, putting the TV out, putting Teletubbies on the TV, and we're just sitting there freaking playing cards. It was like freaking euchre or something like that. I don't even remember. But
Awesome Mom said, like, I don't already know.
you didn't know about that story. You just knew about the other ones. Yeah, that's the only time in my life where I actually remember watching. Not even that I was really watching Teletubbies, but actually having it on like that.
I don't think I ever watched a full episode except maybe babysitting when the
it's
kid
different with the
watched it or
kids.
something. So, yeah. That's how I also watched, like, Barney way too much. Gotta love babysitting.
Or Little Brothers.
I didn't have those.
I did. That's how, I got freaking had to deal with all the Barney stuff.
Nice.
Anyways, I think that's enough of the Teletubby Spotlight Hour. B, give us another story.
All right. Well, since I am the reader and writer of this group, I came across a interesting article about new words that have been added to Merriam-Webster dictionary.
That wasn't where I thought you were going.
No, why? What were you gonna?
I just thought you were going to say you read something that someone wrote because you're the reader and the writer.
Oh.
Anyways,
so-
what did Miriam say?
370 words and or phrases were added to the dictionary this month. Some of them...
How the hell are we making up this many words?
I don't know. You just made up writer.
No, I didn't. Writer's a real word.
Writer.
No. What was it?
I
You
make
said
up
that.
lots of words, but it's different when I
You
make
made
them
a
up.
skeleton as a
That's-
skeleton.
Skeleton is not a made-up word. That's what's inside your body, underneath all your skin.
Anyways, pumpkin spice has been added to the dictionary.
What?
It's the polarizing blend of cinnamon, nutmeg, ginger, cloves, and allspice that's used to flavor, well, just about everything every fall these days. Has been around for years, but is finally in the dictionary. One of the other entries that jumps out at me, and this one just kind of makes me cringe a little bit. ICYMI. No, it's not a word.
So what the hell are they adding freaking acronyms to the damn dictionary?
So ICYMI, which stands for, in case you missed it, is now in the freaking dictionary.
They'll put dictionaries in. They'll put dictionaries in there.
They'll
They'll put
dictionaries in
acronyms
dictionary.
into the dictionary, but every time I tell them to put funner in there, they freaking won't do
There's
it.
a reason for that.
It's a real word.
Another one of my favorite words that has been added is adorkable, which
Adorkable.
is a mashup of dorky and adorable. And
And
I
then they
love
wonder why our language is going for
I
crap.
love the word adorkable, but this is coming from someone who used to have a shirt that said "talk nerdy to me," and I love dorks, so yeah. And just one other
Rav?
thing that you guys might find hilarious. What are you gonna say, Rev?
I was just going to say, Star Wars brings up a good point on the Urban Dictionary there.
I'm tempted to go
Makes
and
me
check.
wonder-
Right.
right?
What other word did you see, B?
Yeet.
No.
Yeet has been added to the dictionary. It is used to express surprise, approval, or excited enthusiasm, or as a verb to mean to throw, especially with force and without regard for the thing being thrown. Like when Rev yeets himself out a window in Friday the 13th.
Only time I ever used that word was just the pure joy of B coming up the stairs in the 2-story freaking cabin, and me just standing at the top of the window going, yeet!
Yeah, we should have recorded that.
Oh, the fact that they are adding these damn words.
So yes, yeet has officially been added to the dictionary, but so has ICYMI.
That's not a word, though. A dictionary is
It's been
supposed to
added.
be a collection of words to verify definitions of said words for, I don't know, idiots, man. It's a freaking dictionary.
Right? But yeah, so I'm in favor of yeet, and I'm in favor of adorkable.
And now we lost Star Wolf. Star Wolf walked
Drops
away.
headset, walks away.
Y'all are freaking losing everyone here
Come back,
tonight.
Star Wars.
And
I
that
wonder
wasn't
if
even
they're
my
gonna start
story.
doing this in school too. Now that it's in the,
I am
the dictionary.
so glad I'm out of school.
Yeah.
Yeah, they lost me when they changed math. And then they freaking start with all these brand new words that aren't words, but my fake words can't be real words, but their fake words can be real. No, that's I call shenanigans.
But that's a word.
I don't know. Is it in the dictionary?
Oh, too funny.
But that's all I got, guys. So I got company right now, so I'm gonna mute.
Well, I gotta throw this one out there for everyone that is interested in 2K games, because I do bring this up every time I come across it. Humble Bundle does have a sale going on right now with a 2K Games bundle. At the time of this recording, you have just shy of 12 days left to pick up this bundle if you were interested in it. The bundle, of course, is being referred to as the 2K Mega Hits. As always with the other bundles, you can donate $1 to, get a couple of games for you. $10 would be the next price up, which would give you a total of 12 games. And then this one, and obviously you can always donate as much money as you want if it was something you were interested in, but this one, that max tier list that you would have to donate to get the full collection of 18 items is only sitting at $16.
That is crazy.
It is.
Wow.
And for $16 specs, you can get Borderlands 3.
Wait.
Borderlands 3 is only $16 on Humble Bundle right now.
Dang it.
But yeah, so $16, you'll net yourself a copy of Borderlands 3, the Super Deluxe Edition, if that is a game that you were interested in and just for whatever reason have not gotten around to picking it up. The XCOM Ultimate Collection, of course, coming with XCOM Enemy Unknown, XCOM 2, and the XCOM Chimera Squad, 2K21, the BioShock Collection, which does have all 3 of the BioShock games, of course, the definitive versions of them, Mafia Definitive Edition, Sid Meier's Civilization 6, it's got Railroad Tycoon 2, Platinum, and 3. Platinum coincides with 2. It's not 2, Platinum. The Duke Nukem Forever Collection.
Yes.
WWE Battlegrounds with the WWE Battlegrounds Ultimate Brawler Pass. Civ City Rome. Hidden and Dangerous 2. Courage Under Fire and the Hidden and Dangerous Action Pack. Army Men RTS. XCOM The Complete Pack. PGA, can't I say, PGA 2K 2021. And maybe 1 or 2 other things that I missed. But yes, $16 for this hell of a decent collection over on Humble Bundle.
And Humble always has great
They
collection.
always do. And it's not just games either. I mean,
No.
they offer, I know, I'm drawing a blank. The
Making it rain?
Making it rain, making it rain, making it rain. Comics, graphic novels, stuff like that. You can grab that stuff on Humble. I see bundles for that stuff.
They have music. They have
music. There's knowledge
coding
on there. Yes, there's coding. There's processing. There's all these different books, graphic design. Like there's so much stuff that you can get from Humble Bundle to begin with, plus the different deals and packages and bundles that they run on there. So yes, definitely something I did want to bring to everyone's attention if they were interested in that. As well as I do also need to make mention of a game that is coming out next year in 2023 that I will 100% purchase because it is one of my all-time favorite games and it is one of the all-time best-selling games ever. And it is not a video game.
What is it?
It is a true-to-life tabletop board game.
Okay.
And it is none other than Catan.
I've heard a lot about that.
You never played Catan?
Nope.
Oh, man. Catan is a hell of an amazing game. Own it on the Switch. If you ever want to learn how to play, pick it up on the Switch, man. We can freaking play on that. But you can grab it. Like, we can all throw down on some Catan. Anyways.
I'll grab it.
Settlers of Catan, they have been talking about this for years now in an attempt to make an augmented reality tabletop version of it. So apparently Tilt 5 is now creating the game in conjunction with the original Catan creators. They're looking at a spring 2023 release date for it. The game, of course, is going to come with a board. It's going to have a set of AR goggles and a wand that you utilize to be able to play the game in a full AR function. I am definitely...
But will it have mouth haptics?
Why? Do you need to, like, taste the wood to make sure it's good? Like, I mean...
That's some good cedar.
B licks the coal. I will trade you 2 coal for 1 wood.
Oh, man.
I have no comment.
Oh, I know you have no comment. Oh.
I'm just going to sit here.
And then before I pass it back over to B, because I know B is itching to make comment about something Disney is working on right now.
Yes.
Yes, because we are all aware of the fact that D23 2022 is out and about right now. So Disney's Marvel gaming convention, information, life, blah, blah, blah. It's happening. It's Disney. We should just expect it. They're always going to cram millions of things down our throats that we just need to accept. Mm-hmm. There are a couple of things that have come from this that I do want to make mention of.
Okay, you mention a couple, and then I'm going to mention a couple.
Exactly. That was the game plan here.
Okay.
One of the things that they brought up that kind of worries me, and allow me to phrase it this way so y'all can understand why it worries someone such as myself. Niantic, the creator of Pokemon Go, is making a new AR game.
Star, are you listening? Because I think this might be right up your alley.
Marvel World of Heroes.
Oh my goodness.
So now I can run around catching Pokemon. And then I can freaking turn around and be Iron Man and blast Thanos to submission. And then I can jump back around and catch the Pikachu. And then I can jump back around into being Thor. I don't know. I don't know the full aspect of the game.
Don't be Thor, please.
Don't be Thor?
No.
Too soon? Yeah. Oh, but yes, it is going to be an AR game that will let fans create their very own superhero and team up with their favorite Marvel characters in the real world. Those who are interested can pre-register now over at MarvelWorldOfHeroes.com ahead of its global launch, which it is expected to hit mobile devices in 2023.
Nice.
Yes.
So you signed up, Rev?
Oh, I had to do the podcast. I didn't get a chance yet.
He's going to as soon as we stop being live.
Right. And then the other one that I did want to make mention of, I brought up, this one was a long time ago when I first heard talks of the game and made mention of it. It was actually Marvel's Midnight Suns. So,
Okay.
going along the style of Marvel Ultimate Alliance, this was the game that I played going way back. I think it was like early PlayStation 2 days, and it's that basic concept. You got 4 Marvel characters on screen at the same time. You start basically collecting more as you're meeting them. You're progressing through the story. You're building an ultimate alliance with all these different characters that are not normally in the same game together. I fell in love with the original concept of the game, and then it kept going on and on. There was finally, some years back, we got a 3rd installment of it, and now, kind of along those lines, we are looking at Marvel Midnight Suns. So we actually did get a release date kind of for it. They're actually stating December 2nd, 2022. It's going to hit new gen and PC.
Okay.
Switch version is still TBD.
Okay.
And that is one of those games that I definitely kind of was looking forward to. Possibly playing on the Switch. That's where I have the other one right now. That's one of the ones the kids and I would freaking throw down on that one and just have a blast with it. So I'm kind of a little bummed out that Switch is still, TBD on it. But
The Switch is always a little bit behind.
with some of the games, they definitely
Yeah.
are. They do sometimes just need to make certain, sacrifices and tweaks and stuff like that just to make sure it does run the best that it can. Now, they did also make mention that Midnight Suns will be getting prequel shorts beginning on October 31st. They're a set of 5 short videos that provide backstory on the information of the young core of the Midnight Suns. So a little something to kind of lead us into it, starting on October 31st as we're, leading into the actual game itself. But those were 2 things that I did want to specifically make mention of, so I will pass it over to B so she can make mention of what she heard or saw from D23 2022.
Okay. Well, before I get really into that, we're talking about Disney, so of course it has to be brought to everybody's attention that may not know. For anybody who likes Animal Crossing, like I do, Steph does, Star, I know Rev's played before. Disney has their Disney Dreamlight Valley, which is Animal Crossing basically, but Disney characters. I have mixed feelings about this, but the review that I'm reading right now basically says that this person went into it with mixed feelings and was quickly won over to it.
Okay.
It's basically Animal Crossing, but Disney characters. You can customize, dress how you like, a house you can similarly decorate, freedom to design the town as well. It has local real estate, tycoon Scrooge McDuck, and a store that with a selection of clothing and furniture that changes. It has familiar characters with their own homes around the village. It also has an endless list of chores, digging up treasures, collecting flowers, fishing, mining, all that stuff. There's day and night cycle tied to your local time zone, just like Animal Crossing. I haven't played it yet, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of tempted to look into it.
She's gonna play
Is this out right now?
On PC, I believe,
She's going to play it.
and the Switch, I believe. I need to look more into where it's available because, like I said, I was
I
very
might get into this one.
I was very bleh when I first heard about it. I was like, that's all I need is another island to take care of, another Stardew Valley to take care of. I have all these places that, I need to take care of already and I don't. So, but it might be worth checking out. But the other game that I'm really looking forward to that was announced at the D23 is, where did it go? Disney Illusion Island, announced exclusively for Switch, which is a 2D co-op platformer game. And looking at the animation of it, it reminds me of Cuphead.
Oh, yeah.
And it's basically got Mickey, Minnie, Donald, and possibly Goofy. Yes, and Goofy. You run, swim, wing, and jump your way through 3 magical books to save the world. But like I said, the graphics on it look very Cuphead style. So that's the one that I'm more interested in. The release date is still to be determined, but I will keep a watch out for that because that's definitely got my attention. As apparently so does Dreamlight Valley now. So go figure. And the last little thing that I have about Disney. So Toontown is finally back. Yes, Scare. I don't know if anybody here, I did a little bit, but not too much, has ever played Magic the Gathering.
My friends used to play it.
My friends used to play it too, which is why I said I did a little bit. I was more into D&D though, but not so much Magic. I was the Dungeons and Dragons nerd. Rev, did you play Magic? You did, didn't you?
I never got into D&D. I was a CCG, TCG junkie when I was going through like junior high and up. I played Magic the Gathering. I played the Star Wars collectible card game, the Star Wars trading card game. I played the X-Files trading card game. Played the Mortal Kombat trading card game. Like, if there was a trading card or collectible card game version of it, I played it. Except for Pokemon. Coincidentally enough, I never played that one. I have now because of my kids. Like,
right?
My son freaking loves it, so like we'll throw down on that. But no, I was a CCG and TCG junkie back then. I had so many decks. The one that got me the worst, and I'm not even gonna lie, the one I put the most money into outside of Magic, WWF back in the day came out with WWF Raw Deal. So they incorporated out their own CCG or TCG to go along with it. I put so much into that. I had the full Vince McMahon Lethal Arsenal, which was the zip down case that came with a specific Vince McMahon card that you could play. I had the game Trash Can that was a legit trash can. Like, oh yeah, no, if there was a thing for it, I played it back in the day, B. So what are you throwing at us?
Disney is coming out with their very own take on Magic the Gathering. And it is going to be called Disney Lorcana. So it's got they actually showed some of the cards. I'm not gonna lie, the cards look pretty sweet.
I mean, it is Disney. If they don't go all out artistic, I mean, then it just.
Right, but some of these cards, it says a handful of heroes and villains have been revealed for Disney Lorcana. So there's going to be, so far, the 6 that I see right here are Stitch, Elsa, Cruella de Vil, Maleficent, Robin Hood, and Captain Hook. And of course, Robin Hood, we're talking about the Fox Robin Hood from the cartoon. And Captain Hook. So yeah. So look it up. The artwork is pretty freaking cool.
Halloween's right around the corner. Maybe they'll release a special thing for Sally and Jack Skellington.
Skellington. Did you just say Jack Skeleton? That's the one that you get correct?
Jack Skellington.
Really? I hate you so much.
What?
If you want to get your hands on some of the cards right now, Disney Lorcana pack labeled as the D23 Expo collector set will cost $50, And attendees who purchase the set at D23 will then receive a free Mickey Mouse Brave Little Tailor promo card and pin.
Nice.
But like I said, Google this. It's obviously going to be more family friendly and maybe not as like violent as Magic the Gathering can get.
Or is it?
Well, that's what they say anyway. I mean, you can always roll it however you want, but
No one. Go ahead.
no, that's all
Okay.
I got. So yeah, Google the cards though, because the artwork is amazing.
No one is ever going to just say, Disney, stop. Like, this
No,
is
they're
never
not.
going to happen. They can
No.
literally. Have y'all seen some of the. So I don't want to. We're already getting kind of towards the end of the podcast here. I don't want to get too much into the detail of some of these, but have y'all seen some of the film announcements coming out of D23?
No, I haven't looked too much.
So
into
we're
that.
looking at Inside Out 2 was made
Ooh.
mention of, right? So everyone liked Inside Out, of course, So Inside Out 2 definitely looks like a good one.
Inside Out. It's a very good movie.
Right? So Inside Out 2 to be Inside Outer.
Just
I
no.
knew he was going to do that.
What? So there's another one. What was that? Elemental, which is supposed to be coming out in 2023. It's about elements like fire and water, because that definitely seems like the Disney Pixar thing to do. And then, okay, so there's a bunch of animated things I'm kind of skipping over. But here's where we come to the problems.
Okay.
Pinocchio did not do so well.
No.
All the reviews
that's
thus
sad.
far are it's just
But
another.
it's still early.
But it's just another attempt to just do what's already there, but in a real life / CGI animated style. But it's not a new movie. They're not like doing anything really different with it. They're just
Right,
trying
they're just
to
live
portray
actioning
it differently. Yes, trying to capture a new audience. But it's not the new audience that wants to see this crap. It's the old audience. Like,
That's right.
that's what they got to realize. That being said, hey, in theaters, May 26, 2023 is going to be the live action Little Mermaid.
No. No. Leave my redheaded mermaid alone. That is my favorite Disney movie, and just do
they're
not
about to
live action
slaughter
her.
First public teaser for the Little Mermaid live action remake showed a glimpse of Ariel, fish, turtles, ocean waves. Beyond that, in-person audience got to see a full sequence, part of your world. The damn song thing.
Under the sea.
Under
Nope.
the sea.
Nope. Leave my Ariel alone.
Halle Bailey, I'm not 100% sure who that is. You can look her up because she's going to be playing Ariel. And then Jacob Tremblay is Flounder. Melissa McCarthy is playing Ursula.
Wow.
It sucks because I love her.
Same. And Javier Bardem is King Triton. So
Nope, not gonna watch it.
You could be mad about that. And then I got super freaking excited because I saw they were making a prequel to a movie, and the name of it was Mufasa.
Ooh, The Lion King.
And then I saw it was a prequel to the live action Lion King. So it's a live action Mufasa.
Just no.
But
Can we
wait,
stop?
there's more. In 2024, we're getting a live action Snow White.
No.
More disappointment. Yay!
And in 2023, we're getting Peter Pan and Wendy on Disney Plus.
The Little Mermaid shrivels up as the water level keeps falling. Yeah, no shit. Sorry, Ariel, get those legs.
They dropped a Haunted Mansion trailer showing off the Haunted Mansion, the apparently we're redoing that. That was freaking the one movie with what's his face, right? Exactly. I mean, the only other
Totally.
you'll see it later. You'll be like, oh, that's who he was talking about. The only other thing really good that came from it that they revealed was, the trailer for Hocus Pocus 2, which of course, y'all can get your hands on that and see that now. I know there are a lot of people excited for that one, but yeah, it's live action. That's the world we live in. You're getting your Little Mermaids, your Snow Whites, your Mustafas, and your Peter Pans and Wendy's, and what are we missing? What's next? I mean,
I'm not saying
already done the
anything
rest
because I
of
don't
them.
want them to do
Because
it.
someone's listening and they're gonna.
they already
Yeah,
did
someone's
Beauty and the
listening.
Beast, right?
They did do Beauty and the Beast. I forgot about that.
Yeah, that was what's her face from The Thing was in it.
She was Hermione. Emma Watson.
Who's Miney?
Hermione.
Who's her?
No.
Let's end this. Can we be done, please?
And that's
wanna
all
go
I
get a
got for
snack.
this week. Y'all got anything else?
No.
No.
All right, y'all. Reb's gonna end the idiocracy right here and call it a wrap.
Scare, come
because
join us in chat.
That's all we have for this week. So as always, y'all are awesome as hell. Stay awesome. We'll catch you next week.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.